welcome back to All About That Disney Life. I am Danny B, the girl who is all about that Disney life. We now move on to this isn't really an attraction, this isn't really a ride, it's kind of like, let's just say, event. We're moving on to another event for Magic Kingdom. It is Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. It opened up during the Halloween season at Magic Kingdom in 1995, and this Halloween party is at Disneyland Paris. It's called the Not So Scary Party of Adventureland. In French, it's called La Fête pas si drôle of Adventureland, and this opened in 2008. So, without further ado, let's give a backstory to this Halloween party. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is a separate admission Halloween-themed event held annually during the months of August, September, October, and November at Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World and at Disneyland Paris Resort. The party began as a response to the Halloween Horror Nights event at Universal Studios, Florida. Disney's event caters to a traditional family atmosphere, whereas Universal's has more of a fright-centered event with their monsters. The event encourages guests to dress up in Halloween costumes and celebrate the season with themed events throughout the park. Regular park rules prohibit guests over the age of 14 years from dressing in costume, but this rule is waived for the Halloween event, although adults dressed as a Disney character are prohibited from signing autographs or posing for pictures with other guests. The event begins at 7 p.m. on select nights, but guests with a ticket for the event can enter Magic Kingdom beginning at 4 p.m. In 2020, Disney canceled all of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party celebrations due to delays and restrictions related to the COVID-19 pandemic. A similar scale event, Disney After Hours Boo Bash, replaced it for 2021. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party returned to Magic Kingdom on August 13th, 2022, as part of Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary celebration, and once again from August 11th to November 1st, 2023, as part of the Walt Disney Company's 100th anniversary celebration. So let's talk about the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party at Walt Disney World, starting off with the summary. The event regularly takes place at Magic Kingdom mid-August until October 31st or November 1st. In 2019, the event was dedicated in memory of Russi Taylor, Disney legend and a longtime voice actress of Minnie Mouse, who died earlier that year. So let's talk about some of the events that happen within the Halloween party, starting off with the trick-or-treating. Unlike regular hours, the events include trick-or-treating throughout the Magic Kingdom, with special treat locations being identified by large inflatable towers. Guests are provided with small trick-or-treat bags when they arrive, and Mars Wrigley sponsors the candy that is handed out. The next part of the Halloween party, it is the stage shows, meet and greets, and parties. Originally a stage show and meet and greet with animated Disney villains led by Dr. Facilier, titled the Disney Villains Mix and Mingle, it was held at the Cinderella Castle forecourt stage. After the show, the villains dispersed to different areas of the park for meet and greet opportunities. That show ended in 2014. The following year, a new stage show titled Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular debuted in the same venue with Winifred, Sarah, and Mary Sanderson from Walt Disney Studios' Hocus Pocus, as well as appearances from other Disney villains, including Dr. Facilier from The Princess and the Frog, Oogie Boogie from The Nightmare Before Christmas, and Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty. Next part of the Halloween party, it is Mickey's Boo to You Halloween Party. I did talk about this in my last video, so if I'm repeating myself, I apologize in advance. So, as in the norm at Disney theme parks, a parade and a fireworks show are the centerpieces of the event. The holiday-themed parade entitled Mickey's Boo to You Halloween Parade features a pre-parade ride by the Headless Horseman from The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. The parade features various Disney characters in Halloween costumes and a live-action version of the 3 hitchhiking ghosts from the Haunted Mansion attraction. The villains are also in the parade with a unit of their own. Besides the Haunted Mansion dancers, hitchhiking ghosts, the Hoedown dancers, and the Barn unit, the parade and soundtrack were changed in 2005. In 2019, additional updates to the parade were made, including the addition of 2 new Tomorrowland-themed floats and a new Spectral Bride from the Haunted Mansion. During the second parade, Cruella's Halloween Hideaway is available for an additional charge. This party within a party comes with reserved parade viewing, plus themed savory and sweet food items and both alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. The next part of the party that you can experience is Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular. The nighttime fireworks show presented in lieu of the regular nightly show Happily Ever After and the similarities of Disney's Enchantment is titled Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular, which debuted in August of 2019. The show features fireworks, projection mapping, lasers, and searchlights at Cinderella Castle with the exception of Main Street USA, and stars Jack Skellington, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, and Goofy. The current show serves as a replacement for Happy Hollow Wishes, a grim-grinning ghost spooktacular in the sky, which was based on the Haunted Mansion and featured dark music from the Disney Library of Animated Movies. Prior to that show's debut in 2005, a revival of the classic fireworks show Fantasy in the Sky was shown along with a 3-minute holiday-themed finale featuring the old witch from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs as the host of this finale. The soundtrack for both the fireworks and parade are available on an in-park CD titled Magic Kingdom Event Party Music, which also includes music from Mickey's Pirate and Princess Party, which came out in 2007. During the fireworks, a special dessert party is available for an additional fee. This dessert party provides guests with reserved viewing of the fireworks along with themed treats and desserts. So let's talk about the Halloween party at Disneyland Paris. In October, Disneyland Paris hosted Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. These evenings offered access to several attractions, different shows especially created, like Merlin and the Witch Academy, the Halloween Magician, and a disco party. Streetmospheres and meet and greet with Disney characters gave the park a special and spooky atmosphere. For the second year, Disneyland Paris hosted once again 4 of these family-centered events on October 9th, 16th, 23rd, and 27th of 2009. The first rumors announced a wider area than the previous year, including Adventureland, Fantasyland, and Frontierland, and a new villain show could take place on the Central Hub stage. The idea of these events remains to bring more families to the park during their annual Halloween events with a separate ticket like their annual Disney's Halloween party, which is called Soirée Halloween Disney, which has been run on All Hallows Eve since 1997 and is darker in tone than those in the United States and Tokyo Disneyland, but not as scary than the Hong Kong Disneyland events. So my experience with Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, of course, I've been to it in 2019, like I have mentioned so many times. And I obviously went to the, how do I put this politely, not so fantastic one in 2021. Thanks a lot, COVID. But I do have some pictures, and these are mostly of my mom and my sister, because there were a lot of meet and greet opportunities, like the facts have said, and we did get some pictures from the Halloween party that we went to in 2019, and I'm going to show them to you now. So like the facts said, you were allowed to show up at 4 p.m. if you did have a ticket, which is what we did. We decided to show up at 4 p.m. just so that we could get there early enough and beat the crowd. And when we got there, we were asked by a professional photographer if we wanted our picture taken, and this is the picture. This is us holding the sign for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party in our Halloween costumes. So as you can see, I am Sorcerer Mickey from Fantasia, the Sorcerer's Apprentice, and my mom and my sister decided to go as a duo. My sister is dressed as the Mad Hatter, but she wanted to be the Johnny Depp version of the Mad Hatter. And my mom is the White Rabbit. So that was that picture there. This next picture here was a meet and greet opportunity because the lineup wasn't so ridiculous. And I think this was right outside Pirates of the Caribbean because we went on that ride, and then my sister saw the line to meet Jack Sparrow, and it wasn't so long. So my sister got to meet Jack Sparrow, and it was like a big dream come true because she loves Johnny Depp. I don't think I've mentioned that enough times on this channel. And my mom also decided to go along in with the picture. Okay, this picture here, my sister was super excited because this meet and greet is like a solar eclipse meet and greet. Like rare, very rare, and they only come out on Halloween. My sister got to meet Jack Skellington and Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas. She stood in that line for 2 hours. She missed the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween parade, and when the parade went on again a second time, she got to experience that. But my sister knew that this was a one in a chance opportunity, and she would remember this for the rest of her life. And Nightmare Before Christmas is her absolutely favorite Disney movie of all time. She loves Tim Burton movies, and for her to meet Jack Skellington and Sally, it was a big deal for her. And like I said, like true dedication, she stood on that line for 2 hours to meet Jack and Sally. Like, That is insane. And I have obviously experienced the Boo Bash in 2021. You guys can check out that video if you want to see the experience that my husband and I got to experience during that time. But believe it or not, this is the last video. We have finally come to the end for rides and attractions at Walt Disney World that I have experienced. I cannot believe that that part is finally over, but we are going to move on to, this is a suggestion by my husband. He said, why don't you give the facts and your opinions on the Disney World restaurants that you have attended during your time at Disney World? So we will be definitely talking about the different restaurants at the Disney parks at Walt Disney World that I have had the pleasure of dining at. So there you have it. If you like this video, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. And I hope you have a zippity-doo-dah day. Goodbye.